Hey everyone, welcome to this crash course video on command line interface. So in this video we will be learning how to use your command line interface to navigate around in your computer system. So before we install anything, it's important to have a very quick overview of how to work at the command line interface. This will allow you to programmatically move through your computer, like this will allow you to move programmatically move through your computer system or move through your computer directories. So in this video we will cover how to find your current directory using command line interface, how to list all of the files in a directory using command line interface, how to change directories using command line interface, and how to clear the command line screen. Let's get started. I'm currently right now I'm at the Windows machine, and if I'm willing to launch the command prompt, I will just click on this search at the taskbar and then write cmd. So it will pop the command prompt for me. If it doesn't come for you using this just cmd, just write the whole thing, that is command prompt, and it will bring the command prompt in front of you. Once the command prompt is in front of you, you can see that for me it's writing C user root because I'm at the root user in the user folder and at the C partition. So right now we are clearly seeing where I am or what my current directory is, but sometimes this text would be very long and it will not come right straight up here. So for that you have to find your current directory, and for finding the current directory you just have to write cd, and it will report back with the text or with your current directory. So if you are willing to see what do you have in your current directory, what kind of files and folders do you have in your current directory, you just write dir and press enter. So it will report back with all of the files and folders you have in your current directory. And now if you are willing to change your directory, you will just write cd and the name of the directory you want to go to. So I have written cd desktop, and it navigated me from the root to the desktop. If I'm willing to check my current directory now, you can see that it's been changed to desktop instead of the root. If I want to go back to the root directory, I will just write cd ... and press enter. It will navigate back me to the root directory. And if I check my current directory right now by cd, it will show me that I'm in the root directory. So just to recap, if we are willing to check our current directory, we write cd. If we are willing to change our directory, we write cd, and then the name of the directory we want to go. One else thing, if you are writing the name of the directory that you want to go and you write 1 or 2 alphabets and then press tab, it will autocomplete the names for you. And if you if you keep on pressing the tab button, it will change the different possibilities that you can have from the initials you have just written. So if I'm willing to go to my downloads, or suppose I want to go to the Dropbox folder, so I will write cd Dropbox or cd then capital D and press tab to navigate to the directory. So once that's done, and now if I'm willing to see what's inside that directory, I will write dir, and it will show all of the files and folders I have in that directory. If I want to clear the screen, so I'll write cls, and it will clear up the entire screen. If I'm willing to go back to the root directory, I will press cd ... and that's it. So this is pretty much it for the command line crash course. Once more, if I'm willing to check my current directory, I will write cd. If I'm willing to change my directory, I will write cd, then the name of the directory I want to go to, and And then if I'm willing to list all of the files and folders, I will write dir, and if I'm willing to navigate back, I will write cd ... and if I'm willing to clear the screen, I will write cls. So this is pretty much it for the command line commands for Windows. I hope that you have understood that. If you're not a Linux or Mac OS X user, just skip ahead this video, because for Windows we are done. But if you are a user of Mac OS X or Linux, just keep watching. So welcome to the terminal commands in Linux or Mac OS X. So we created one section for Windows. It's because the commands for Windows and Mac OS X and Linux are different, but the commands for Linux and the Mac OS X are same. So that's why we are creating one video for one section for both of them. I'm not really using the Mac OS X because I'm not a big fan of that. In fact, I use Kali Linux all of the time. So that's why we are looking at the commands right over here. If you're using Linux, it would be the same thing. So if you're willing to list your current directory or check in what directory you are currently in, you just write pwd and then press enter. It will show you your current directory. If you are willing to find out what do you have in your current directory, you just write ls and then press enter. And a really cool and nice thing in Linux or Mac OS X is, if you're curious about a command, you just write ls and then -- help in front of that, and it will show you all of the possibilities and all of the everything you can use with that command. So here you can see that you can use ls-a or ls-all to check all of the directories in your current directory, whether that is hidden or something like that. So all of the explanation and the commands are written here. So if you're willing to clear your screen, you just write clear and the screen gets cleared for you. So if you're willing to check what do you have in your current directory, you just write ls once again. And if you're willing to change your directory from current to something else, you just write the name of the name of the directory you want to go to. You either write complete name or just write 1 or 2 words and then press tab. It will auto-complete that for you. And then press enter, so it will navigate you from root to documents. You can see that we are right now in documents, and just to make sure, I will write pwd in order to list my current directory, and you will see that I'm currently in documents. So if I'm willing to go back to my root directory, I will write cd and then .. and it will navigate back me to my root directory. So if I now write pwd, you can see that I'm right now in my root directory. So once again, if you're willing to check your current directory, you just write pwd and it will list you your current directory. If you're willing to list all of the things in your current directory, you write ls. If you are willing to change your directory, you just write cd and then the complete name, that would be documents, and you will navigate back to the documents. If you're willing to clear your screen, you just write clear and that will clear your screen. So this is pretty much it for this video. I hope you learned the command line the terminal commands and the CMD commands. It's pretty easy now for you to navigate from one place to another. Why are these important? It's important to learn these commands because in our course, all of the time or anywhere in programming or something like that, you will be using the terminal a lot. If you and in fact, if you are willing to be a hacker, then command line is a must for you. So this was just a short summarized demo of what a terminal is and stuff like that. So we didn't went very deeper because for this basic Python course, we don't need this command line way too much. And wherever we need some commands of the terminal, I will guide you there. Like I will first give you complete explanation of that command or something like that, and then I will go forward with a practical example. But for right now, just understand what I have taught you. So have a pleasant day, stay cheeky breaky, peace out.